Hey y'all, put some respect on it.
I'm on my mama's side.
When you say my name, put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all, put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it, and I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen, now I could have pulled up, put some respect on it, but that ain't.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, y'all? It's Aaron Wiles Out TV coming to y'all with another video. Okay. Listen, I had to bring y'all another video because we're definitely going to be talking about Nene and Carlos King legendary interview. Okay. Like anything Nene, we're going to be talking about. So before we get into this interview, I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. I want y'all to share your opinions at the end. If you're in the chat, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all give your opinions all throughout the chat. Comments, make y'all comments, and we're gonna move forward. So, all right, y'all. Can I just say that I love the interview. First of all, I thought it was legendary that Carlos King had an in-person interview with the one and only Nene Leakes. And I feel like through everyone that he's interviewed, I knew that when Nene Leakes stepped into the scene and finally take her rightful place and sit down and answer these questions, and I knew it was going to be epic because if y'all know that she was Carlos wanted to interview her with the whole Bravo situation, and I also believe that Carlos invited her to that OG thing for what's the show? I think it was on OWN or something. Was it on OWN? I forgot. But anyway, no, I think it was WeTV. But I digress. Anyway, once I saw the trailer for this interview, I knew I had to I knew I was going to react to it. That's first. And when I tell y'all, it was everything. I cannot wait for part 2 that will be out August 1st, next week Tuesday. I cannot wait. So let's just start with here. Let's start with the points in this interview. So they talked about her time on the show. They talked about cast members. They talked about Greg, Bryson, and all those things, Nani, and everything. And I'm gonna share my opinions about it. So, first of all, the intro of her walking out with her tall, long, glistening legs. Let me just say this. Nene is fire. She is fire. Whoever is doing her makeup, keep doing it. Whoever is doing her hair, keep doing it. I remember somebody, one of the hairstylists was in her comments, and he was thanking her for trusting him or her. I don't know which one because I didn't see the picture, to color her hair. Like they colored her wig. And I think that's a beautiful style. Like I love that style on her. I love that style. I love this this negligee, robe thingy that she has. It's just very Nene. Okay. First of all, I cackled through this entire interview. Nene just has it. Like, honestly, y'all, no shade. Nene just oozes star quality. She has a big, bashful personality. She is enthusiastic. She has this enthusiasm that is just, ugh, it's just you can't put into words. Now I understand because in the interview, uh Carlos made pointed out a question to her, is like, people felt like she was jealous of Kenya's star presence on the show. And I totally agree with her. And she she literally said that she never thought of Kenya as a star. She never thought of Kenya as a star, and that's no shade. I never seen it either. I think that Kenya, I have to agree with her on this, that Kenya has she's great for the show. She shows up, she's a producer. She, like, everybody has said this, that Kenya produces herself. You know what I'm saying? She produces herself. And she's great at that. She's great at producing herself. But for somebody as Nene Leakes, who just their true authentic self, no producing her, with nobody, when she's not producing herself, nobody's producing her. All she is giving you her 100% authentic self. Nene is going to show up being Nene. Rather you like her, rather you hate her, she's going to be her. And that's why people are so, you have people that love Nene, but you also have people that extremely dislikes her. And then you also have the latter, which people's like indifferent to her. They like her, but she could be like, they can, Nene could come across annoying. And that's qualities that a Sagittarius has. Like, it's like you love us or you hate us. And that's majority what, some Sagittarius celebrities have. Like Nicki Minaj is a Sagittarius. People love Nicki, people hate Nicki. It's a double-edged sword. It's crazy at Sag, because people, even me, I'm a Sagittarius, and people either love me or they dislike me. And I'm with whatever. It's okay. But honestly, y'all, I totally agree with her, because I even said this. I never saw star quality of Kenya, and that's no shade. Like, I never, like, even when Kenya was on the show, I did not like her. I did not like Kenya. I thought she did too much. And people will often say when Kenya was on the show that she producing herself. People could tell that she's producing herself. And I just didn't like that quality about her, that she can produce herself, and that she has to fake storyline. She has to fake bringing a man onto a franchise just to have just to be on the franchise. Like, if Kenya would have came onto the franchise being her authentic self, then I would have appreciated her more. I would have liked her more. But it is what it is. But Nene literally, they talked to, so off of the Kenya thing, um, talked about her time on the show, shooting the pilot, stuff that we already know. Like, if you're fans of Nene, you already know that she was the one who was approached about starting this thing called Real Housewives of Atlanta. It wasn't called that. They shopped it around. They shot a pilot, and it was. Now, what I didn't know is that Lisa and Deshaun Snow wasn't a part of the original pilot. I didn't know that. It was just Sheree and Kim. So that was T right there. I didn't know that. Um I love that Carlos Clean gave her flowers because no shade. Rather you love her, hate her, or indifferent towards her. You cannot tell me that Nene Leakes singly handedly changed to the trajectory of reality TV for Bravo in all reality TV. No shade. No shade. While there was a Tiffany Pollard before her, but what I'm saying, Nene is, I feel like was much, much, much more than Tiffany Pollard could ever do. Honestly. Because you have to think about it. Tiffany Pollard was a contestant in on a show, an ensemble, not an ensemble. It was an ensemble show, but it was like a game show. It was like a game show. Yeah, they were winning to compete for an ugly, ugly older gentleman's love. Nene Leakes was a part of an ensemble reality show about their true lives, about their true lives. We can we really say that we really know New York Pollard, like Tiffany Pollard? That's what I'm saying. Do we really know about Tiffany Pollard? Like, do we? Have we even gone in depth about her life? I don't think so. She had a dating show. I'm sorry, somebody's in the background talking to me. I'm sorry, y'all. What reality show was that? I know she had New York, she had New York game show, and she also had a job show. But what I'm saying is those were those we didn't get to know Tiffany. You feel me? We know that she has personality, that she was the star of those ensemble shows, and they brought her back because she just had something about her that she was one of one. But what I'm saying is it's totally different from Nene, that somebody came up to Nene to pitch a show, to talk about a show, to shop the show, film the pilot, then shop the show. You feel me? It's much, much different. Tiffany Pollard and Nene Leakes are two different juggernauts of reality TV. So Nene Leakes is something that is superior, that is very, very superior, that cannot be duplicated. Like, they literally are saying her sayings now. Like, till this very day, Nene Leakes is the most quotable Real Housewives of all time. There's not a day, there's not a time, there's not a year or a month that people do not use Nene memes, use Nene quotes, anything, any Nene isms. It comes from Nene. No shade. Nene is one of the most like sought after like characters. Like, her energy is just like, you'll want to be around her. You will want to be around a Nene Leakes. She just has that energy where you want to grasp and you want to hold and you want to cherish, you want to bottle up and probably open it for an occasion. You will want to literally soak up everything this woman has to give. You know that she has experience. She has the brains. Not a lot of people think that she's smart, but she actually has a brain. Because a person who is not smart will not go as far as what Nene Leakes has done. And still to this day, Nene Leakes is still on shows, still doing the guest appearances on show, still doing it. She was just on Top Chef. She was on a cooking show. And she's about to be on another show. I don't know which show, but it's probably like a singing show or something. So Nene Leakes is out here. So for the people that says that she's blackballed, yeah, she's not blackballed no more. And to the girls that says that they dropped the lawsuit, yeah, part of the lawsuit is dropped. And we're gonna hear about the lawsuit in part 2, because she talks about Andy Cohen in the lawsuit. So it's given very much. She's not blacklisted no more, because we see her on shows. We see her on shows. Okay. So shout out to Nene Leakes. Because I remember that they're still in mediation. They're still in mediation. I think it's mediation. So they're still talking things out between both parties, how they can move forward and things like that. But anyway, they talked about Sheree. I thought how Sheree attention left Nene off the guest list in season 1. And I love for Nene to really talk her shit. I love when Nene talk her shit, and Nene basically always suns Sheree. Like, I love when Nene talk her shit and she literally suns bitches, because no shade, the relationship with Nene and Sheree, if y'all go back, because Nene still to this day don't understand why Sheree does the things that she does to Nene, or say the things that she says to Nene, because it's given very much hatred of Nene. Like Sheree have several times talked down on Nene, and the fans always gather that Sheree just is very, very much jealous of Nene, jealous of, because Nene is a star. Nene, Sheree will never like you. Sheree will never be friends with you. Now, you could be a friend to her, but she will never be a friend to you. Sheree has always been a hater of yours. She hate the fact that she hate the fact that it was supposed to be her. Like me, I'm talking to Nene. Nene, Sheree hates the fact that it was supposed to be her. She was supposed to be in your shoes right now, in your very shoes. She was supposed to be the star of the show, and it totally wasn't, because Sheree don't have the personality, don't have the pizzazz, she don't have the formula. She just doesn't. Sheree is just Sheree. That's what you have to call it. She's just is Sheree. Like, that's all you can like chuck it up to, because Sheree does not have it. And to be honest, Sheree came onto the franchise lying about who she is and what she has. She came onto the franchise not being herself. Because for seasons, we seen her downsize. We seen y'all remember the Aston Martin that she was competing with Candy? Y'all remember that scene that she remember she had an Aston Martin and she wanted to drive against Candy's Aston Martin, and you remember that Aston Martin got repoed. That Aston Martin got taken seasons a season later. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that Aston Martin that Sheree had? Girl, that was a key. That was a key. But anyway, y'all, I'm just saying that Sheree always hated the fact that Nene was the star of the show. That everybody flocked to Nene. Nene had this big personality. She was funny. She had the formula. She had the drive. Like Nene was driven. Like, yeah, it and honestly, you have to go back to that. You have to actually go back to those episodes and think about it. Lisa was Lisa, but she was a Lisa always gave me bobblehead. Like she was just so excited and jittery and just doing too much. Like I don't think people connected with Lisa in a way because she was just too. She was just. It was like she was on like freaking like somebody shot some narcotics in her system and she just all over the place. Like she was on Ritalin, she was just doing too much. Like she had like 6 packs of cold brew coffee. Like she was on a lot of caffeine, child. She was just off the rockers. There was Deshaun Snow who didn't really say much, and that's why she only got one season. Then you have Kim, who I feel like people didn't really connect to in a way because it was this mistress that's messing with a married man, and the married man is buying her all these things, and people some people gravitated towards Kim, some people didn't, and Sheree. Sheree thought she was this fab girl that's really not that fab, and then you have Nene, who had this personality. When she walked into the room, she owned it. That was Real Housewives of Atlanta season 1. Season 1 was trial and error. They didn't know what to do. They just was being themselves. But the one that stood out amongst everybody was Nene. We rooted for Nene. Nene was everybody's auntie, sister, mother. Like she was everybody's best friend. You wanted to hang out with Nene. You wouldn't want to hang out with a Deshaun Snow or a Lisa or a freaking Sheree. Because it was just gross. But with Nene, you wanted to hang out with Nene. You wanted to chop the shit up. You wanted to chop it up with Nene. You wanted to spill the tea with Nene. Nene was just she was just everybody's girlfriend. She was just that. She was just that. It's like you wanted to grab a hold of her and just be in her presence. That's what Nene represent. She represent everybody's family member that you love. That when that cousin, when that aunt come into the family gatherings, you'll be like, "Hey, auntie, what's up? What are you doing?" That's what Nene represents. She represented everybody. She represented everybody's family member in that household. And that's why Nene is the star, was the star. No, still to this day, not even was, she still is a star. The fact that Nene offer a teaser, y'all, offer a teaser, a interview, a teaser with Nene Leakes and Carlos King, that literally number one trending. Nene Leakes can still trend till this day. Nene Leakes cannot I repeat, cannot be duplicated. There will never be another Nene Leakes. And this is why I will forever live for her. That's why I always live for her, because she has that presence. She can really make a bitch mad. I could get a bitch mad, don't I? Know how to get a bag, don't I? Say it louder for the bitches in the back. Hey, backing it up. You know Nene can back it up. She says what she says, and she said what she said. I said what I said, and what? What are you gonna do about it? What? I am quoting Nene Leakes right now. Season 6 reunion. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But anyway, let me relax. Let me relax. About Bryson, when she talked about Bryson, she talked about Bryson. Um, it's sad, and I totally understand. A lot of people are in support of Nene, but it's still embarrassing that your kid, who we all watch grow up in front of on the TV, who we all watch grow up in front of us on TV. It's hard to see one of your kids grow through their hardships in the public eye. Like, everything that he does is going to literally fall on Nene, and it's sad. And no matter how hard that she tries, and no matter how she can put him in all the rehabs and all of the classes and the programs or whatever she does, she can give him money, she can give him a house, she can give him a car. It still won't matter, because he's still going to do what he does, because he's grown. He's 30 something years old. And I love the fact that she literally said that Lamar Odom called, and John from season 4, who she when she divorced Greg, she was dating John, the billionaire. And I also love the fact that they still talk. I was kind of shocked that they still talk. That she still has his number and everything. So and I love the fact that these men is reaching out to her to tell her that, listen, I'm gonna get a hold of Bryson. I'm gonna pay for the rehab and stuff like that. And I love that, even though she can't make him do it, he will have to want to get better and change and everything. Because and I also kind of gagged because Nene said that he has 3 children. Well, Nene, that's the only children that you acknowledge, Sweet Pea. He actually has 5. Well, mm, well, the one with the baby mother that's on all these other platforms that's getting interviewed, that knows your business, Nene, because she's literally on everybody's interview telling your business. Your business with Nani, your business with Real House of Atlanta, Bravo, Andy Cohen, all of that. She's telling your business. But anyway, she has a kid that is allegedly Bryson's, but a lot of people say, well, you never got the DNA test. So do we really know that's Bryson's? But I digress. Allegedly. But anyway, yeah, it's sad to that Bryson is where he is, but at the end of the day, he's grown. It's sad that whatever Bryson does in the in his day-to-day life, if he goes wrong, whatever, it's always uh publicized, and it's always going to fall on Nene, because Nene is the star, is his mom, and is the celebrity in the equation. So it's going to look bad on Nene. And I hate that she's in that position. But they talked about Greg, and I totally get that. That I even see it. I even see it when Nene talks about Greg and them being her growing up with Greg, and that there will never be. I don't think, and I totally agree with. There will never. She will never find another man like him to where they can play the back. They can play the back and let her be the star. With he can just take care of home and just support her. And I love when she said it only has to be one star in the household, and that's me. And honestly, Nani, and Nene is both Sagittarius. So you already know that they are combative. They are truth tellers, you know. And I feel like Nani is a star in his head and likes to, you know, I when Nene said that he likes to take pictures and she kind of like, what the hell? She kind of like, now what's going on here? Well, lady, listen. Nani is a Sagittarius just like you, honey. And just like you think you're a star, Nani think he's a star. So who's gonna give it up first? That's where Nani head is. But honestly, Nene will find love. It will take that right man to to understand the life that she's living at this juncture. Now, honestly, while they were talking about Nene's dating life and love life, now listen, I'm just gonna put it out there. Carlos King, there needs to be a Nene dating show. I would love for somebody to put together a dating show for Nene. Uh-huh. I would love to I would love for Nene to find love. And I think a show with her finding love, you know, get every eligible bachelor around the tri-state area or whatever area, like all of them come down for a chance to date die Nene Leaks. I think the show would be funny. I think the show would be hella entertaining. It would be interesting as hell to see Nene Leakes in this place in her life because she is single. She is a reality show queen. And just a show in general about her finding love again is very come on, rating show galore. Like the ratings will go up the roof. So somebody, if it's not going to be Carlos, somebody, Zeus, WeTV, somebody need to produce that dating show for Nene. I'm just saying. But anyway, the interview was really good. She talked about every cast member, about Cynthia, their friendship. Now, child, we all know that Cynthia played a part in her demise, along with Candy, along with Kenya. They all rallied together to jump on Nene Leaks that final season. They all did that. So that's why the Real Housewives is failing now because y'all didn't like the fact that Nene was that girl. And now, and now the girls miss her. Kenya was on BravoCon saying that she misses Nene. Uh, Candy was on her show, Speak On It, saying that they all miss Nene. And y'all are going to miss her because of the fact that it's hard to, there's no show, there's no stars on this cast. Y'all are all looking around just waiting for the other person to do something so y'all can bounce off of that person. Y'all are all chickens with your heads cut off. Y'all don't know what to do. Kenya is not even giving villainous no more because she don't have nobody to bounce off of. It's sad. But but anyway, y'all. I can't wait for part 2. I'm not gonna get into it all the way about everything that they said, but just know that it was good. I can't wait for part 2 to talk about that lawsuit, Andy Cohen, and the rest of whatever the interview is. This is Aaron Wiles. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please follow all of my social medias in the description below, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.